Good morning, everyone. Today I'm standing in Nakhsharostam near the city of Shiraz in the Pars province of Iran. Pars is, of course, where the name Persian and Persia comes from. And behind me you can see three tombs of three of the greatest Persian emperors. This one in particular is the king of Darius the Great, who was at the pinnacle when Persian Empire was at its greatest in 2,500 years ago. Now, after the Persian Empire was conquered by Alexander the Great and the Persepolis was burned down by Alexander, we had the Parthian empires for about 500 years, and then after that we had the second Persian empires, or the Sassanid empires. And the second emperor of the Sassanid Empire was Shapur. Shapur was a great, one of the greatest empire of the Sassanid era, and he expanded the borders of Iran quite a lot, made Iran a superpower. And the carving that you can see there, which is under maintenance and they're repairing it right now, that's a carving of Shapur and three Roman empires who submitted to Shapur. First, there is Gordonius, who tried to attack Iran and died in battle. Then there is Philip, who lost the war to Shapur, and he had to pay massive ransom, 500,000 gold coins or something like that. And then third is Valerian, who was captured in battle and is a prisoner, and he became a prisoner to Shapur and spend the rest of his life in Iran. Now, this happened about 1,800 years ago, about 200-ish CE, after the birth of Christ. And of course, looking at these magnificent carvings and reading the history, you realize how much of a massive superpower Iran was at that time, defeating one Iranian king, defeating three Roman emperors. Not emperors, Caesars, three Roman Caesars. But clearly Iran is not a superpower anymore, right? And that's a reminder to us of the story of the rise and falls of empires, and how nations rise to power and after a while they lose their power, and how history is full of wars and battles and conquests and powers expanding and contracting. Now, sometimes people like to see the world in black and white. We say, for example, with the current conflict in Israel and Gaza, people say, no, Israel is evil and Gaza is righteous. And on the other side, they say, no, Gaza and Hamas are evil and Israel is righteous. But the reality is, there is no black and white. Everything is shades of grays. And all these wars and rise and falls of empires, they are about different energies colliding. If you look at nature is full of conflict. You see, in the animal kingdom, in the plant kingdom, conflict and war and pain is a big part of nature, and that extends to humanity. Now, what though is different between humans and animals is animals, they have boundaries, right? And they don't overdo things. But when it comes to humanity, the greed that humans feel sometimes make them do extreme, and they go to extreme lengths, and they could spread hate quite a lot more than what is needed. So there is some old sayings in the Islamic literature that your deeds at war or during the times of conflict is going to show your virtue, and is going to show what kind of a person you really are. I hope you enjoyed this video.